What is going on, everyone? Bo here, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to make a quick video about some old art pieces that I have, so we're going to cruise through like 5 or 6 images and talk a little bit about them. These were done about February of last year. It's when I very first started getting into digital art and Photoshop and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of these things. So the first piece we have is clearly from like a Zelda type inspiration thing. We have a fairy. I was kind of thinking Navi when I did this, and then something that kind of resembles a hedge maze in the background. I was thinking forest when I did this, but I didn't know how to make trees, so I just, basically this is like everything that you shouldn't do. Just take special effects brushes and put them in the foreground and the background and call it an art piece. I think it's kind of funny to point out that I attempted some lighting effects on the forest floor. There's some like bluish green ugliness happening, and then on the bottom right hand corner you can kind of see like some blue reflections off the flowers and grass and stuff. So I had some ideas about lighting there, but this is man. Okay, let's just move on. I really don't want to talk about this one. This is from a picture that I took, I think, and I had a lot of trouble interpreting the colors that were happening. This is like, looks like a tornado dust storm going on in the background. It's pretty hideous stuff. And I went really crazy with the leaf brush because, I think at that point I started realizing that, okay, like, things still have hard edges at this distance, and, when this light's shining through them, they're going to have these, silhouette effects. And so still, though, those colors and just the execution of this is pretty pretty humorous. Oh boy, here's some characters for you. Well, like hooded characters, cloaks and stuff. And I remember being pretty proud of this piece because I was just like, oh yeah, you just nailed lighting down. You got it down. And, I had these things going on and it's weird because the foreground is not quite foreground. It's dark enough to where if the figure in the red cloak wasn't there, it could possibly be the foreground, and but it just this does not make any sense. And then like the little guy on the mountain there is, it looks like he's like 6 foot in front of him when he's supposed to be like way in the distance, and then there's just nothing going on in the background at all. It's just really really bad. And for a long time I did these figures like wearing cloaks and stuff, and cloaks look cool, but in the end it's just a element or product of fear, because if you're afraid to do something like human proportions and anatomy, then you're just going to avoid it by any means necessary, even if it means putting a giant cape over your figures. And that's what I did for a long time. So this one and another one that I'll show you have a funny story behind it. This one was done by my iPhone. I do a lot of iPhone sketches. Well, I did because I was working and I would do these things on my lunch break. But I had a friend that went to training class with me for the job that I had, and he was like, hey, I'm writing this sci-fi book, and I really like your artwork that you've been putting up lately. Can I use it for my books? And I was like, sure. So I guess he thought it was good enough for a book at the time. I don't know. Anyway, so I talked with him a few times, and I ended up giving him like 4 or 5 pieces, and he wrote that book, like chapter 1, and it is actually published on Amazon, and I think it sold like a handful of copies. It's pretty funny though. It's like 99 cents. I'll have to show you guys the cover here. Let me try to find it. So here's the cover to it, and at first glance I think this could pass off as being kind of cool because there's like pretty lighting and stuff going on, but let me tell you, this is like, I don't know, in retrospect, one of the worst things ever to me, because it was off of a YouTube tutorial of like, how to make galaxies and how to make nebulas and then, how to make a planet. And I just put all this stuff together from like the first YouTube videos that I saw. And he was like, oh my God, it's awesome. So this is actually the cover of his sci-fi book called Ascensia or Ascension. I forget. I think it's Ascension Chronicles. And it is on Amazon. You can buy a copy. I do not get any money from it though. I should have really rethought my my business partner plans on that. So this will look familiar for fans of Zia Taptar. This is one of his speed paint videos, his lessons, and I did it, and God, the pixelation is so horrible. I did not know how to choose canvases back then or set them up, and part of the reason is because my computer was so slow. You could like do a brush stroke and it would take like a few seconds to load, so I had to work on like terribly low pixel count canvases. Anyway, I remember the frustrating part of this piece was like those blue lights going up the elevator shaft. Like I did not know how he got them like so perfect, and I watched the video step by step, and I just couldn't get it right. So I kind of gave up. I'm like, ah, screw it. Some of them be crooked, and God, it's just a lot has changed since then. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little gallery of my past. And if you want to see more stuff like this, then just let me know in the comment box. This week we'll resume with the speed paint tutorials and the live stream. I'll probably do that around Thursday or Friday, somewhere around there. I'll probably cook up a live stream for you guys, and you guys can join and hang out with me. But if you want to see more of this, let me know, because I have, a lot of older work, and we can cruise through and make fun of it some more. So anyway, thank you very much, and have a great day.